yeah. We Gen Z, they Gen X. Yes, my bad.
When
yeah.
Now gender.
I
don't know,
bro.
They keep changing shit. They keep changing shit, bro. Next minute, you know, men are called women. You don't know, bro. You don't know shit. We don't know.
What you guys going through, man?
We love everyone.
Exactly that. You see the example that I just made jokingly. It's exactly that. The world is so confused. We were learning so many new things. You know what I mean? And we're changing so many theorems that existed before that now we're also living in this perpetual identity crisis, bro. I feel like we have an identity crisis right now, like as my generation specifically. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that I don't know who I am. Fully.
General, sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, these are certain things that I will not, you know, do. These are the things I stand by. You know what I mean? But I feel like there's so many things that are changing, so many languages or so many words and terms that have been added to our society and our knowledge that we're still like we're literally running and trying to grab everything every time. We're like, oh shit, we're never gonna be like static and like, okay, sure, this is right together. Everything is changing. Technology is like grown exponentially. AI, all sorts of things. So we're basically kind of the confused generation. Let alone the 2000s. The 2000s are the most confused. You know what I mean? Because I also don't even understand what they're saying. You know what I mean? Sometimes they speak and I'm like, what the fuck are these kids saying, bro? And I understand my elders now. I'm like, oh, that's why they look at us like this. Because they don't, you know, they're not in our generation. They didn't grow up like we did. You know what I mean? So I feel like my generation specifically were confused. Especially when it comes to relationships and companionship. We're very confused because people have standards that we can't uphold, especially in this economy. You know what I mean? Shit is more expensive than it used to be back in the day. It's harder. Our parents don't give us like the advice that they used to get.
Because they're also lost.
They're also lost, yes. And our parents didn't get, our grandparents, I'm sure, gave my parents the right advice. Although maybe it might have been a ruthless iron hand, you know, of like discipline and whatever. But still, it's like, look at us now, bro. We're still trying to figure ourselves out. We don't go back home and say, man, I'm dealing with this shit, bro. Like, Pops, like, I really, like, I don't understand these women these days. What's going on? We don't
get there, and the thing is,
he also doesn't have the answer.
I don't have the answers.
No, I'm saying the parents themselves.
Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Me neither. Like, I'm also still learning.
What you just explained is what we're all going through.
You know what I mean? You're fine. Yeah, get fine. We're all going through the same thing, but it's in a different context. It's in a different, I'd say, experience in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, you grew up in a time where umuntu wesilisa. Right? Yeah. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm still in that. No. I don't go to I don't go to those spaces where I need to be confused.
No. But you will go to any space and still find something that's not that you're going to be confused, my guy. We're talking in a general consensus.
I don't go to general spaces where there's confusion.
Yeah, but that's personal. We were saying
general.
Yeah, we're speaking general.
Yeah, problem.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying.
I don't like going to spaces where I might be challenged of my views.
Exactly.
I don't go to those spaces.
I don't do that either, bro.
I live in those spaces.
Yeah. But I don't do that either, bro.
I'm called xenophobic, tribalist. I'm called homophobic, transphobic.
But that's my thing. That's what I'm saying. That's
misogynistic.
But like, that's what I'm saying. Now listen to that. You already dealing with that alone. And also you've
Mara generation I found. How
generation of fan.
Okay, yes.
Meaning that there's different generations.
Just for him. Remind the homie again.
I'm gonna lose my train of thought.
No. It's distracting us.
But you know what you're saying is interesting, because I think all of us here, I think maybe there's two generations here. I don't think there's a serious gap amongst all of us. We're all going through the same thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's in a different light. It's in a different spectrum. Because like I was trying to explain earlier, Uguti, there's so many terms for things now. There's so many different terminologies. Where I'm not saying that I'm confused. You know, I got it. But exactly, you see, that's the lifestyle we live now. Is that when we say things like this, it's like, oh, whoa, calm down, PC. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, I can't even be myself anymore. I gotta fucking pull up a fucking face and be the Joker the whole time. You know what I mean? And be fake. Whereas I also now, like, I have the knowledge of certain things, but now I have to act like I'm a dumbass. I have to act stupid. because of all these new theorems, these new ideas that are coming. I'm not saying that they're wrong, bro.